February 24th, 2019. Just another normal church service at the Alleluia Ministries International.
He is Jehovah. We bless your
But it doesn't take long before Alf Lugau's sermon is interrupted.
Man of God,
Speak to me.
Pastor Alf, I went outside. There is a family that is about to take a corpse to Zimbabwe.
Hey.
The man has allegedly been dead for 3 days.
He died in my head.
See the breathing. See this man.
And this is your brother.
Yeah, this is my own brother.
Jesus.
He died on
Jesus.
Friday. Yeah,
Jesus.
So where did you keep the body?
the body was on the mortuary.
Jesus.
This body is coming from the mortuary.
Yes.
This man died since Friday.
On close inspection, there are visible signs of life.
Where is the media now?
And what happens next has left tongues wagging.
Elliot. Elliot.
Jesus.
Lift your hands.
Marabosa.
Lift your hands. Irakalamasa.
My good God.
Barabasa tabasa.
To the congregants, an unprecedented scene is unfolding before their eyes.
Olabase. Olaba.
Never seen before. Never seen before. Church of God.
Maya huza geta tota kata.
Look what's happening.
I have absolutely no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I will stake my life on the fact that I believe that if that wasn't real, I'm not real.
The church has struggled right from its very inception with, shall we call it, gimmicks.
I think the story is gaining all this momentum because people are desperate for miracles. And of course, the whole Christian story is a story about resurrection. So why can we not have resurrections nowadays? But they're very, 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 very few and far between, if ever, since the resurrection of Jesus. So I think that when we unpack what's happened, the whole thing was staged.
You can almost say, can the country take a joke? It's terrible because there's a lot more of this happening. There's almost a competition of gimmicks. I will do a bigger gimmick than yours. Mine is going to be much more of a pizzazz than the other one.
The issue about people being raised from the dead is something that historically has been captured as true. But it's sad when it gets abused and it becomes staged. In that way, I think it affects people's beliefs in what is authentically God's word, and people end up not being sure even when they see authentic things.
Which manner of God?
But to Alleluia Ministries International congregants, this is a lifetime miracle far from a hoax.
Pastor Alf laid hands on him, prayed on him, and spoke life into him, and he slowly but surely sat up, and they helped him out of the coffin, and he walked into the church. Now, this is very undramatic. That's clearly not how it happened, but yeah, that's long and short of what happened. So a dead man was resurrected.
But days before his alleged resurrection, Elliot missed work. The machine operator would then face a disciplinary hearing.
That week, we found out what he was doing. And the guys here who are friends with him, because he's from Zimbabwe, told me that he's done a wheelchair stint and he's done a couple of other stints with the same church. And from what I can understand, his wife and his sister and his aunt worked with the pastor. And that's how he got in.
No one.
But to others, this is nothing out of the ordinary.
Somehow it then becomes a way of making money. Now you match that, and this Malusi Incorporated promises all kinds of supernatural things through the gimmicks that I display and act up, then you've got a market, because you are a society that's looking for that kind of thing.
I think we have a lot of commercialism that happens in most religions. I think it's something that all religions have to struggle with. And I personally feel that the way that a religious leader talks about money and manages money is one of the clearest signs of seeing where their heart is at.
I do think that it is shocking to use people's vulnerabilities to whip up emotions, to get people's money, and to do all sorts of things that benefit you. But we have to recognize that the world is full of that kind of thing.
The church has defended itself, insisting it never claimed raising a man from the dead. Ironically, the congregants were still sold to the